Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hope your day is going well so far. It has been a very busy morning over here. We woke up, walked Daisy, and then went to go get breakfast and went grocery shopping. So we put all the groceries away and I set up stream because I wasn't sure what time specifically I would be going live, just because I didn't know like what time we would wake up and what time we would get back and all that stuff. So this worked out well. I think I'm gonna end about 1-ish or so, 1:30, because we're going to leave. I have to figure out what time specifically we're trying to leave, but we're gonna go to the movies to see Superman. But until then, my plans are to basically try to read this book, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm actually going to be listening to it. Obviously, it's on like this little like playaway device that you have to it's like an audiobook. So you just plug it in, listen to it, and hopefully it works. I mean, let me turn it on. Watch it not work. I mean, I'm pressing the power button. Uh-oh. It's not turning on. I might not be listening to this book today. Well, that was my plan. I probably should have seen that it worked. Battery? Do I have to put a battery in this? They don't supply the batteries? Oh, I have to put a battery in it. That's lame. I didn't have to put a battery in the last one. Okay. Well, I'll have to figure out what battery goes in this. I'm assuming maybe a AA. It doesn't say on here. Rude. 15 hours. Y'all think I can finish this by 11 o'clock tomorrow? That's so random. Because I'm supposed to be watching the movie tomorrow at 11. I may have to push it back if I'm not done in time, but you know, I like to do things last minute. So I'm going to go find a battery for this first, and then hopefully that works. I don't have the audio any other way. But that's my plan, is to listen to The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And then if I happen to finish, I have other books that I can read. So I was about 30 or 40% into He Started It last night. It looks like more like 30%. And then I had just briefly started Blood Sweeter Than Honey. So I appreciate that, Jackie. I like that you have faith in me that I can do it, but I probably will be listening to it on like 3 times speed. Actually, how fast does this go? I don't even know. Has anyone here ever used one of these little playaway things? I've used it maybe once or twice. And then I've done like CD books, like where you literally have to put a CD into your computer or your like a CD player. It doesn't say. It just says 5 narration speeds. Watch it be like 0.5, 1, 1.5, 1.7, 2, and 2.5. Like that's probably what they have. Yeah, she usually like barks at random stuff. But let me back up on comments real quick. Let me know what you guys are reading today. I forgot to say today is like the last day of Summerween. Not it doesn't have to be the last day forever, you know, like you can stay spooky all year long, but it is the last day of the official like Summerween that Gabby has created from Gabby Reads. So basically today's little prompt for like the Instagram challenge, that I try to do that every year. But the Instagram prompt for today is to post a book of like a stack of all the books that you've read. So I have to figure out what the heck I've read this week, because I read more than what I had anticipated on my TBR, or I read a little bit differently. So I'm going to have to find all those books and then take a nice aesthetic picture. But yeah, good morning, Jackie. How are you today? And Shannon, hello. Are you streaming this morning? I have not gone. This is me literally sitting down at the computer. So I haven't gone through and like looked at who's streaming today and updated the spreadsheet just to see. Because I try to go through, and if like people have canceled sprints or whatever, or added things, I try to put those in when I get to the computer in the morning. Good morning, Kendra. Got up not too long ago, got coffee, talked with kiddo, pet the kitties, and then just sat down to PC right as you came on. Nice. What are you going to get up to today? Finishing an arc and then getting back to the Hunger Games. Which arc are you reading? I need to do schoolwork, but I don't want it just yet. Oh, no. Also, let me know what time you guys would like to do for sprints. Like, do you want to do... Because remember, we're going to probably end in about 3-ish hours or so. So it can't be too terribly long. But do you want like shorter sprints, like 30 or 45 minutes? Or do you want 60-minute sprint, 75? Like what? I think 75 is the highest I'll go. And then 30 is the lowest I'll go. But what kind of sprints do you guys want today? I'll leave it in your hands. Hi, Chloe. Still reading A Good House for Children. Is it going okay? Also, hi, Jasmine. How's Churro today? Reading Songbird. Ooh, okay. Well, where are you at in the book? I haven't started yet. If you take a shot every time they say Cornelius, you would be blacked out by chapter 3. Girl. Who's Cornelius? I guess I'll find out. What's President Snow's name? Is his name Cornelius? Oh, wait. Is it Coriolanus? Coriolanus. Is that his name? I see that name. Oh, yeah. Coriolanus Snow. That's a lot. I started reading when the wolf comes home, still listening to a horror movie. Hopefully it's nice and spooky. Hi, Rachella. Happy Saturday. Finishing Find Him Where You Left Him Dead. That sounds spooky. I have 13 current reads and still keep adding more. Oh my goodness. I think right now I have 3 current reads, maybe 4. I don't know. I would like to knock them off before hold on. Okay. I would like to knock off the books I'm reading before I start my July Noir. July Noir starts tomorrow. So before I start those books, I want to knock off as many as I can, but I don't know what kind of time I think I have today. The arc is Breathe In, Bleed Out by Brian McCauley. That's a cool title. I like that. All right, we have 40 minutes, 30 minutes. Rachella said, would prefer longer sprints, but maybe that's just me. Cornelius. So why does it say Coriolanus? It says Coriolanus. Is that like a formal name? Working on the final web coding for the last thing in the most recent Fated Adventures packet that went out. I did get mine the other day. I meant to say that. I still need to do some filming. I'm really bad with everything right now. It's good so far. I'm ready for it to get even more creepy. Ooh. Love a good creepy book. Churro is good. My mom took him for a walk because I just woke up a couple minutes ago. I'd say okay. Hopefully it's not as hot and humid where you are. Yeah, that name. I just got to chapter 3. I was getting annoyed by the name being said all the time. I bet. Yeah, another 30 to 45 minutes. I like long sprints too. Glad you got it. Okay, so how about we maybe do... Okay. Maybe we'll do like 45. I feel like that would be a good balance between what everyone has said. So we've had like a 30, a 40, a 45, and just longer sprints. So maybe 45 is kind of somewhere in the middle there. Okay, let me change the timer then. I have a cute background for y'all today. It's very summery. Okay, envelope 5's the packet. Is something you can use to see another vision in the Docilis vault, but I don't have that up on the website yet. Gotcha. I think I just got number 4 today. I'm not sure. Lost count. It's going to be a high of 80s here in Cali, but next week all 90s. This weather is weird and humid. I don't like it. I hate that it's so humid. And we had like 90-something% humidity this morning. Don't forget to hydrate. Stay hydrated, friends. Especially with how humid it is lately. Okay. Yeah, you got packet 4, but envelope with a number 5 on it's not done yet. That's A-okay. All right. So let me present the screen. That would be helpful. Here we go. Isn't this so cute? Let me switch sides there. All right. I can't access the vision. No. I'll be able to access it soon enough. Okay. I guess I will see you guys in 45 minutes. Let me move this timer over a little bit so you can see how cute these guys are. So cute. All right. I'll see you in 45. Happy sprinting. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. How was your sprint? I went to go take a shower and I started the laundry, and I've been listening to this. I found batteries. It just needed a triple A, actually. And yes, they do say Corian, whatever his name is, Coriolanus, a bajillion times. And I still don't remember how to say his name. I think that's how you say it. But it's interesting so far, just kind of learning about the villain in the main trilogy and what his backstory is. Obviously, this is set 50 years before. I don't know what. No, it must have been set earlier because it's the 10th annual Hunger Games. I don't know. Do the math. I can't remember. Aren't they in the 75th in the main trilogy? Now I'm like. Let's see, how many years? Yeah, it was 75. Okay, I was like, I'm not crazy. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know how to turn this up any faster. The speeds it gave me were -2, -1, normal, 1 and 2 times speed. And I'm like, isn't normal just 1 time speed? So I'm on 2 times speed and it literally sounds like normal speed to me. I can't make it go any faster and it's kind of annoying. But I'm wondering, because it says the running time is 15 hours, 32 minutes. I'm wondering if that's on the normal speed. So maybe it'll take me about 7 hours to get through it. Yeah, Catching Fire is the 75th. Okay, that makes sense. So I don't know how far I am through this book. I think I'm still on the first chapter. I haven't heard it say chapter 2 yet. And it counts down for how much time you have left in the chapter. Actually, I don't think I've ever used a playaway device. I think I've checked one out before, but I've never used one. So I think when I started, it said it had 35 minutes on the section that I'm on, and I'm now at 7 minutes left of this little section, or the file that's, I don't know. But let us see. I know we have some friends join us. Let me back up. Hold on. Yes, the background's super cute, right? There's like a little corgi in the mix. I'm glad you guys like it. I wish that I was sitting at a pool right now hanging out with corgis, you know. Good morning, Liz. Hello, Rye. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, Lauren. Working on my to-do list. Haley's here rereading Heartstopper today. Honestly, I miss Nick and Charlie so much. Which one are you reading? Like volume 1 or like the whole series? I need to watch the second season of that show. I need to put together like a list of all the Netflix shows that I plan to watch. That way, when it comes time, like we're going to get it in August, when it comes time for me to have Netflix, it's like, okay, now you know what you can watch. I wish that I could just browse Netflix right now without having to pay for it and just like add to list, but I think you have to like pay for it in order to even access anything. Hello, Tashana. Hello, Kim. I'm going to be going back and forth between my fiction and nonfiction reads today. I also need to go to the library and pick up some manga for Comic-Con Readathon. Yes, I just submitted all my points from yesterday because I finished a book. So I was like, ooh, I need to make sure I do this. Also, I watched your TBR video, was it either yesterday or the day before? I don't know, but it was really funny because you realized, like, almost at the end that you had been rolling for one thing and did the other. And I was like, I didn't even notice that, but I thought it was funny. You were just like, we're just going to go with it. Hello, Indigo. I'm starting White Teeth by Zadie Smith. Nice. Emma says, how is the last day already? For real. Like I said, it might be the last day of Summerween, but we can stay spooky year round. Finished my ARC read. That's amazing, Jackie. Congratulations. We've got one finished book so far today. I'm reading Every Summer After and driving the last part of our trip. Hopefully you're not texting and driving. Be safe. Good morning, Christina. Nice to see you here. Again, I'm going to use this reminder for laundry. I'm going to need this because I did put the laundry in the wash, so I've got to make sure I change it over before we leave because we don't want to leave it, the dryer running when we leave. So thank you. I have finished up making video bits for the visions in the DOSless vault. I had basic scripts for the visions, but filling those out to get ready to record the dialogue to go with the videos. Nice. And then I can get to the final coding for the website. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Okay, so Hunger Games was the 74th, and then Catching Fire was the 75th. Okay. Was Mockingjay the 76th then? Or did that take place the same year as Catching Fire? I don't remember. Christina's also trying to finish the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes today. Nice. Just a reminder for anyone here who might be participating in the Hunger Games readathon, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, the plan is to stream the movie. Well, I guess we won't be streaming it. I don't know what the right word is, but broadcasting it in the Discord. I probably shouldn't have said that on the internet, but that's the plan. So if you want to watch it, we're going to watch it together in the Discord. I have the movie from the library. Like I have the CD that I'm going to pop into my computer. Finished Find Him and got to chapter 3 in The Darkest Vampire. Very nice. Find Him. Who's that by? I have a book called Find Me. Hello to Christina. Good morning, Kim. I ate a late lunch and read more. I'm on chapter 22, so I read about a chapter so far today. Not bad. Like I said, I wish I could tell y'all what chapter I'm on because it's like, I like to know my own progress as well. But maybe what I'll do is for anyone who has the physical book, you can just tell me like what page chapter 2 starts on. And then I'll just kind of mark that on like my Goodreads and story graph because I like to see the progress. Don't forget to hydrate, friends. Hello to Haley and to Shannon. Same, I need to make a Netflix list too because I probably only get Netflix for a couple of months. Yeah, right now we have Disney Plus and HBO Max, which there's a couple things on there that I want to watch, like The Sex Lives of College Girls. I think that's the title. That show is so funny. Hello, Quinn. Yes, I wish you could browse Netflix and add things when you don't have a subscription. I don't watch much TV in the spring and summer, so I don't pay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of for us too. Like we're not constantly watching TV or have TV on. We're actually mostly watching YouTube. Like Kyle watches a lot of video game stuff, and occasionally he dabbles in like listening to some people talk about like political things, or he goes through phases of sometimes he'll also have like recipe, like people who are making food, different recipes and stuff. Mostly video games, and then I watch obviously lots of book stuff and things that just, I don't know, I'm randomly interested in. So there's no need for me to pay for YouTube or Netflix. My brain did not correctly for that TBR. It was fun though. I love watching everyone's like TBR games and stuff. I'll be reading for Jane Austen July again, and we'll be listening to Where the Rhythm Takes You, a retelling of Persuasions. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you were here last night when I was like, yay, congratulations, because I know you finished reading Persuasions. Like right before you went to bed, I believe. Finnick and Katniss made a joke about Mockingjay being the 76 games, but there was no games really. I'm trying to think about the movie and the show, or the book, and like what happened. I guess there were no games. Now that I think about it, yeah, you're right. It would be kind of interesting though to have. I know there's an epilogue. With Does everybody know the end? I mean, at this point, but I know there's an epilogue of two people who have a life together, right? And I kind of wonder, like, I don't know if it would be a story, like to tell what happens after, like right after, almost like that novella for Akatar, A Court of Frost and Starlight. Like they kind of talk about the little aftermath of the war and rebuilding. Like I wonder if anybody would find that interesting. I don't know. I probably would read it. I can't watch the movies yet because I'm only on the first book and have never seen the movies before. Okay. Well, I was like, let me just not spoil anything. So I was like, I don't want to say names because I know there's some people who have not read Hunger Games, like the original trilogy yet. So I don't want to be like, so and so ends up together and so does this, Ballad of Songbirds is the 10th. Sunrise is the 50th. Okay, that's what it is. Right, because Snow is older than Hey Mitch. Which book are you on? Me? I'm reading Ballad right now. Or listening to it on this little playaway device. That's like all I have to show for you because this is, I'm trying to show the library, but like this is the little device that it comes on, and it's like this. You turn it on and it does this, and it takes forever to load. But yeah, it's so slow. And so just the audiobook is so slow. I shortened it from Find Him Where You Left Him Dead. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. It's by Kristen Simmons. Extremely long title. This is not Kristen Simmons. This is Christina. Chapter 2 is on page 21 in the Hunger Games. Oh, no, I'm on Ballad. So I need chapter 2 of Ballad. I think that's what I'll be starting. After these 7 minutes are up, I think it'll go to chapter 2. Hello to Aquila from Kim. Hello back to Kim. Hello, Infinite. I'm going to be starting Faithbreaker in these sprints. Very nice. I need to read that trilogy too. Christina's like, I'm just going to give you all the chapters. Chapter 2 starts on page 22 in Ballad. Man, this is a long chapter then. That's helpful though. Let me actually update that then. I'll just say that I'm on chapter 2. This book is 541 pages, roughly, because I know Goodreads adds random pages sometimes. What version am I listening? Oh, this is the Kindle. Okay, so I'm assuming you might have like the hardcover version because I don't think there's a paperback version yet. It's still 528 pages. That's a lot of pages. I never realized how far behind I am on my ARC reads. It's a never-ending cycle. Girl, I am in the hole with ARC reads. What is that contraption? Yeah, you know what? It's funny because I wonder if this is even for older folks, if this is even user-friendly to them. So it's called a playaway device, and it literally is just like you, I don't know, you can listen to it in the car, you can plug your earbuds in. So like right now I have wired earbuds plugged into this. This is very old school. And it's just like a portable version of an audiobook that is not your phone. Another hydration reminder. Hello, Lynn. I'm reading The In-Between Bookstore. Nice. I have the new pretty paperbacks with the leaves on the sprayed edges. Ballad has 517 pages. That's a lot of pages. Okay. So still chapter 22. I'm going to switch mine to this thing. Is it by Scholastic Press? I kind of wish this thing would count up. or like tell you how much time you have left versus how much time you've spent. But it's not that like advanced. Hey, Kim and Aquiller, I tried to combine your names into Aquimler, and I was like, that is not correct. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Christina. Hello, Lynn. Sprayed, not spade. I read it as sprayed, but I see it now. That's funny. I want those versions, Christina, but I'm waiting for the whole set. That they are stunning. Yeah, I have these like random. One's a paperback, and the other two are hardcover that match. But I have a set of the original trilogy, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy. Yes, I was trying to say Kim Quiller. Um, I'm trying to wait till I can buy the whole set as well to keep on my shelves because I think it is a book series that I've reread it a couple times at this point, so I think I would reread it again after a few years. So I'll wait. They just make special editions of everything nowadays. Does anyone else get decision paralysis trying to choose what show to pick next? No lie. I might just put my list into a spinner wheel. I support this. Let us know what you get. Yes, I got them, and now I'm keeping my fingers crossed that when Sunrise's paperback comes out, they do one like it. I hope. I was actually thinking this morning about Penn Cole's series, and I was like, how is she going to? Because she says she's going to do an indie version to match of the fourth book coming out, and I was like, I hope people like how are they going to say how many to print? And I hope it's not like a limited edition thing. I hope that it's like maybe more so if you show proof that you have the indie versions that you can. I don't know. I really don't know the logistics around it, or just maybe not gatekeep books. I don't know. Like we should all have access to stuff. That's why the market is crazy for books. It's because everyone is like, they only sold 100 of these copies. Like I can't get it. And now it's worth $100, or more. Aquila and I are now a single entity. Anyone else want to join the hive mind? They were just too pretty. I know, but I think they're books that are very deserving to be on shelves for sure. I decided in your sprints yesterday to recreate the cover for our Infinite Fates. The cover is pretty. Ooh, you want to share, Lynn? Again, I wish you could kind of share pictures in like a YouTube live. Like that would be kind of cool. Okay. The timer did go off. I just paused it. So let's go ahead and do another. I think I had it up for 45. And let's see how much of this book I can knock out today. All right. Happy sprinting, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. How'd your sprint go? I got through chapter 3, or I'm almost finished with chapter 3 of Ballad. So if somebody could tell me what chapter 4 starts on, that'd be great. I have 5 minutes left in chapter 3. I switched over the laundry, put on my makeup, and I think this next sprint will be the last sprint, because then we're going to head out for the movies. So let me know how you guys did and what you got up to, or what you plan on trying to get done today. Let me see. Okay, Lynn says I'll share with you when I'm done, because she was talking about the cover for our Infinite Fates. Hive Mind. Just starting the board collective there, Quim Killer. I want to be that corgi in the pool. It's 30 Celsius or 86 Fahrenheit. I've been sitting outside enjoying the sun, but need a little respite. So come into the cool, which is 26 Celsius or 78 Fahrenheit, and going to work on my book journal. I have April, May, and June still to do. It's a lot of catching up. But also, how did you sit outside in 86-degree weather and not melt? Like, I hear 86 and I'm like, that does not. I mean, if I was at the beach, yes. And I didn't have any clothes on, yes. I mean, like, bathing suit, that's fine. But like, I would not want to sit outside with any clothes in 86-degree weather. Got to chapter 5. Very nice, Kendra. Made it to page 42 of Faithbreaker. Nice work. Chapter 8 of The Darkest Vampire. Everyone's making such good progress today. Just finished Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones. How was it, Carla? I just bought this recently. I know it's like a really short itty-bitty book, but how is it? Chapter 4 starts on page 48. Okay, I'm going to update my page count. That way I know what percentage I'm at. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Page 48. So I'm 9% through the book. It's a big book. Hope I can finish it today. Made it to 38%. Nice job. 39 pages in my nonfiction book, In Pieces by Sally Field, which is a memoir. Are you liking it? Do you feel like you're learning about this person? Just started chapter 24. Nice job. Now remind me, Christina, is this your first time reading Ballad, or is it a reread? Currently eating Popeyes. We just had Popeyes the other day, and it was a funny story. So on Wednesday, we tried to go do some of the Pokemon raids in the area. And we said, oh, we'll leave a little early and go get Popeyes. And we show up and we're not it's like a corner unit. So when we pulled up, we didn't see the lights were on, right? So the area that we did park in, when you looked on the side of the glass that we parked near, it looked like dark. Like whatever filter was on the window, it looked like there were no lights on. So we were like, wait a minute, eyes closed. And it was pouring, raining outside too, so we weren't gonna get out and go check. So I was like, oh, I guess we'll go to the other chicken place that's near us. So I started driving away and happened to look back because I was like, there's no way they're closed. I was like, maybe their power is just out. And I was like, but nobody else in the block is out. Guys, like I said, it was the film on the window. We didn't realize until later that it was just a film on the window that made it look closed, because when we drove around to the other side of it, it was open, and so we just turned around and parked. Having a Heartstopper day today. Reread the first 4 and read volume 5 for the first time. I love Dick and Charlie so much. They are just absolutely adorable. Did you say one more sprint, or was that the last one? I think I have time for one more. Oh yeah, there's so much I didn't know. It starts from her childhood, and I'm now going into her acting career, starting with Gidget. I have no idea who this person even is. Don't hate me. I don't know who a lot of people are. I forgot what I was gonna say. I kind of need coffee. Like, I haven't had any coffee today. I'm kind of like, coffee would be nice, but I also just had a bunch of sugar. So I don't know if I need coffee with sugar in it. Coffee's nice, you know? I just want iced coffee though. But I don't want to make it. There's all these like little rules. I'm like, I want coffee, but like I don't want to make it. But I don't want this, but I want that. Sally Field is the actress who was the wife to Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire. If you have seen them, I have seen that movie. I have, but I honestly could not tell you anything about the wife, the actress who plays the wife. First time I had read books 1 and 2 before. Son had played through the trilogy through the house, but I was half paying attention, so the first time reading through the whole thing. Hope to start Sunrise today. I think I'm still waiting on Sunrise, actually. Let me see. Where am I on the list? Three weeks away. Wow. So I guess I got in at a good time because I started at 181 and I'm currently 73rd in line. There are 1,400 people waiting for this book. So that's not bad. I didn't have to wait too long. I placed this hold June 17th, so almost a month ago. That's not bad trying to get through that list. And it looks like a lot of my audiobooks that I've been waiting for like a really long time are actually coming in really soon. There's only a couple that still say several months hold, but a lot of them are like, 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 weeks. So I have to get to some audiobook reading. I forgot she was even Gidget. See, you say Gidget. I'm like, I don't know who Gidget is. Obviously, it's the wife. Love Flying Nun 2. I clearly need to rewatch this movie. I want to see if I can watch it somewhere. That is the show my mom loved her in and wanted to be Gidget. Oh, that's sweet. Sally Field also played Forrest Gump's mama. I'm sure if I saw a picture of her, I'd be like, oh, okay. I got a 9-week wait for Sunrise. That's not too bad. It's long, but not terrible. Like, it's not, 8 months. Hello, Sanvi. How are you today? Nothing much here. Just listening to Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and doing some diamond painting. Hope you get to see it. I feel like a lot of the movies that I saw in like childhood, I can't remember them, so I probably should rewatch them. But most of the time, if I'm watching stuff, I'm like watching new stuff. Like today, we're gonna go see Superman. Maybe I just have a problem with my memory, because like a couple weeks from now, you'll ask me like, what happened to Superman? I'm gonna be like, I don't know, couldn't tell you. Currently rereading Hunger Games, but honestly, I'm leaning towards summer romance. Well, Hunger Games can be a lot. It's like a very depressing book when you think about it, Okay, let's see. Oh, Kim sent me pictures. This is her and Forrest Gump. Try to click the picture. She looks familiar. Yeah, I think she looks familiar. I like her dress, but obviously I'd want to make it more modern. She sent me a picture of Forrest Gump and his mother, and they're like standing in front of this, I'm assuming like a parking lot of some sort. Yes, I texted it from her. Not much progress as I'm hanging out in the chat about selling books. I hope it's going well. It is I mean, when you think about it, it's kind of like a dystopian horror in my mind. Like, I think it's mostly pegged as like a dystopian, but like I just feel like it's pretty horrific when you put kids against each other and it's like a fight to the death, you know, and some of it's pretty graphic. You're a reader, you got a lot of stories running around in your head. Well, sometimes those leave my head too. We all consume so many movies and books, too much to remember everything. Okay, you're right. You guys are right. Thanks for validating me. By the way, what time are sprints going? I have one more sprint that I'm going to do. Need to leave for dinner soon, and then I want to read through. Bless you. That was a weird sneeze. I don't know if y'all heard that. But then I want to read through the night. Yeah, so just one more sprint because I'm going to leave probably about 1-ish to go to the movies. And we're going to go do a little bit of shopping beforehand, like just to get some like detergent and mouthwash, like all those good things. Don't forget to hydrate. Okay. So let's go ahead and just pop right into our next sprint. NetGalley's sending me emails for books. I don't know who this is though. It's a bunch of read nows. Okay. Let me reset this. I will see you guys in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. That was our last sprint, so I'm gonna have to wrap up here. But I got up to chapter 5. Like I'm somewhere in the middle of chapter 5 of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I really like this Lucy character. That's all I'll say about Lucy. I like her. Made a little bit of progress on my diamond painting, and that's all I did. I just kind of sat here and zoned out, just kind of listened to my audiobook. So yeah, it's going well. Now I'm excited to go to the movies, and I'm gonna hopefully go grab like a coffee beforehand. There's like a little coffee shop right next to the movie theater, so hopefully I can drink that before it's time to go into the movies. I don't know if they'll let me take it in, but let's see who is here. I know a couple people joined. Drew, hello. Currently reading Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. Kind of slow at the moment, but still enjoying it. That's good to hear. Very excited to get to this one. She was also in Legally Blonde too, and a couple people sent me pictures. Megan, hello. I'm reading Powerless and feel it's pretty terrible too. All these youngs killing or attempting to kill each other. This is the one by Lauren Roberts, I'm assuming. This one was Don't Hate Me, People. I thought it was pretty mediocre. It was like worst Hunger Games in my opinion. Hello, Stephanie. Finished watching V for Vendetta to prep for that panel. Might dive into the graphic novel of it now. Oh, I didn't know there was a graphic novel. Hello to Drew and Stephanie from Christina. Hello, Courtney. Just got home from swim lesson with my little one and wanted to hit the like button. Well, thank you so much. I hope swim went well. I bet it was a lot more soothing and comfortable than the hot, humid mess that is currently outside. Hello, Rope. I made it just in time, barely. Currently jumping between Dan Slott's Fantastic Four and G. Willow Wilson's Wonder Woman. Say that 5 times fast. Oh my gosh. I need to finish the second half of Everything Everywhere All at Once today. Oh, this is one of my favorite movies. I only watched one half because I had to have an early bedtime last night. Needed to get up at 3:30 this morning. That's early. I hope that you're enjoying it because I like really related to the main character. Don't forget to hydrate, friends. And Rope was wondering what this was about, Sally Fields. And she's currently reading the memoir, In Pieces. Hello, Dee Dee. How are you today? Are you streaming? I don't know. Christina, I see you're helping. I'll get there in a second. Thank you for joining, Kim. I'm off to the library before it gets too hot, and then back home to my AC. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. You as well. Make sure you guys log your points for Comic-Con readathon sprints if you're doing that. I made it to 50%. Thank you for the sprints. Have fun at the movies. Yes, I'm hoping that Superman is a good movie. I heard it is. Thank you for joining, Jackie and Lynn, by the way. Got a lot of reading done, but leaving now for a play with my kids. Happy Saturday and Summerween. Yes. Hey, Mai. Looks like I got the tail end. Yes, you did. Thank you for joining, Chloe and Aquiller, or Kim Quiller. I got a few chapters read, but kept getting interrupted by phone calls and visitors printed out 2 images for book journal. Well, that's good. Slow progress is still progress. Chapter 5 starts on 62, chapter 6 on 76. So I'm just going to say I'm on like page 70. Thank you for updating me, Christina. That's some good progress. So it's about 13% through the book. Halfway through chapter 25. Very nice. Thank you for joining and for, again, helping out and all of the lovely reminders here. So I did make sure I switched over that laundry. Keep hydrating, feeding yourself. Take your meds if you haven't already. Stretch, go to the bathroom, hit the like button, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Didn't do much reading as had calls and visitors. Made and printed out 2 images for April's book journal. Okay, you cleaned it up a little bit. I was like, wait a minute. Arc Madness 48-hour mini event playlist. So this is a like a little mini event. If you want to maybe read some arcs this weekend or just read anything, you can join. This is a playlist of a bunch of people who are participating, and Dee Dee is one of them. I think we're currently on Dee Dee's leg, or part, I guess, of the 48 hours. Just schedule some Comic-Con readathon sprints for 5:30 Central tonight. So that is 6:30 Eastern. That's exciting. So these must be the sprint links. That is fun. So hopefully I'm back tonight and get some more points for Hard Rock. More hydration. I'm trying to finish this. I think that counts as finishing. Okay, so currently in part 4 with Dee Dee. Here's the link for that. But there's lots of sprint funds here on this spreadsheet, aka the BookTube Bible. During the last sprint, I got my husband out the door for a few days and took a shower. About to hop on an influencer call for Webtoon. Very fun. Speaking of influencer, Stephanie, what are your plans potentially for next February? Are you going to Love Y'all Fest? I'm hoping I get the influencer thing. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know if I can just randomly go if I don't get my ticket paid for, you know. Didn't do much reading due to, okay. Wait a minute. Did do or didn't do? Aquila, are you confusing me? Did do much reading. I think it's didn't do much reading due to visitors and calls, comma, printed out 2 images for April's book journal. I think I know what you're saying, Aquila. I got your sprints on the BookTube Bible, Stephanie. Thank you for adding them, Christina. About to head into this meeting. Thank you for the sprints. I'll keep you up for watch time. I'll be ending pretty soon. But thank you for joining. And Stephanie says thank you to Christina. You are most welcome. So I think I don't know about that one yet. I'm just trying to stay afloat with what I've got now. That's a good plan. I don't know what the plans are for sprinty sprints yet. I don't think I'm sprinting tomorrow, but I think I'm going to sprint on Monday. Let me check what I'm doing tomorrow, actually. Yeah, I'm supposed to be streaming Ballad tomorrow in Discord. So that'll be at 11 Eastern. On Monday, I think I'll sprint in the morning, like 8 or 9 in the morning, just as I do some work and stuff. And then Kim should be sprinting on Tuesday morning. And then I probably won't sprint again until Thursday or Friday morning. Who knows? Okay. That is what I was looking at. But have a beautiful day, everybody. Again, thank you so much for joining. And I will catch you guys somewhere else on the internet, likely. Bye, guys.